Okay, so welcome to It's Giving Tarot, where the tarot is always giving. And as I always say on my TikTok, make sure to like, share, and comment, follow all of the things. All right. So if you haven't met me before, my name is Landon. Nice to meet you. Chances are you've seen me from TikTok under It's Giving Tarot. Now, here's the funny part. This video is, I think, my first longer-esque video when it comes to readings on YouTube. I'm always on TikTok. And the intent is for whoever to get this, they understand like what's coming for them in April. All right. So if you got this, it's because it's time for you to see what your April has in store. Now, I did go ahead and do angel numbers up at the top here. And then I did the reading itself. I did use the Agatha All Along deck. I just got it. I love it really bad. It's amazeballs. Let's get into it. So the first beginning of the reading is really talking about how much change is coming, how much you need to be okay with starting over, being able to recognize the cycles that have been going on prior to April and knowing that you can end this on a high note, if that makes any sense. You can start it wherever it needs to be started, and you can end this on a high note, and they want you to be very, 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 very serious about it. Your angel numbers of this reading are 55. Said 55. 555. Sorry. 131 on the timer. 133 on the timer. 0505 101 1919 999. Period. And 1144. And you know, anything with 11 in the beginning of it is ascended. Is an ascended number. So basically, we're talking about it goes from change to unexpected shifts to starting over to cycles to releases to high vibes. Okay, there's a message in here that they really want you to know before we even get into this part of it down here with the Agatha deck. Be okay with knowing that things will never be the same again, and be okay with the fact that they shouldn't be. This is about being strategic. This is about going with the flow of where the universe is trying to take you, not where you want to be taken, but where the universe is trying to take you. Something about the path of least resistance, except there's always going to be some objectives in the path. They just want you to figure out how to recognize them and cut them so you don't have to sit in that energy. 242 on the timer. So the first card that popped out actually was the Knight of Cups. And it's really talking about you sitting in this energetic space of desiring more from your heart space, wanting to receive from your heart space, but not listening to your heart space. It's like your gut feeling, your body is trying to tell you what you can recognize, what you can see in pattern recognition. However, past you, we'll say it like that, is representing itself in the King of Swords, connected to the High Priestess. And although you want to be a control freak of your circumstances, of your environment, of your situation, Spirit's saying some of this stuff just needs to happen so that it can wake you up and put you in a position to understand what you will allow and what you won't. 333 was on the timer. So the Tower is here representing people. Now, mind you, this is the Agatha deck, and I'm going to show you the deck because I love the artwork. If you've seen this, you know. All right. Yeah, it's really like, yeah, no, I'm here. Okay, cool. So, you know, she's here sitting in this at the desk. So at the desk at the table. So if you've seen that scene, you know. If you've seen this scene, you've seen this scene too, right? Where she's like falling. The tower flips over and then she falls and lands on the blades. Okay, thus creating a space for them to move forward and go up the tower. This is the same thing that's going to apply to you as well. Okay, like you're going to realize that a lot of the things that have happened for you, to you, happen for you. And again, Queen of Swords, to put you in a space to say yes, no, 444 on the timer, to put you in a space of whether you believe it or not, safety. Why? Because to be cut off from all of these things, to be in separation from all these things that don't mean you no harm, don't mean you no good, allows you to be in a space of not noviceness, but being able to receive, being able to embrace, being able to pattern recognition in your life. Here's how it gets a little sticky, okay? Page of Cups, Eight of Wands. Page of Cups, Eight of Wands. Look at this, okay? Dumb my mind. Dumb. I don't talk about it. Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands are really showing how much you're, again, really ready to see these pattern recognitions or recognize these patterns. I apologize, and cut them, and understand that like some of these things that you've been dealing with, hurting through, coping through, they just have to happen. They're a part of your destiny. They're a part of what's getting you to be in a place of power. And they're also trying to tell you to give yourself grace this month. Please give yourself grace this month. Give yourself rest. The Four of Swords is here after the Three of Swords. So there is a process that you're allowing yourself to embrace. There's a process that you're seeing. There's a recognition of patterns, and you're like, hey, we're gonna go from this space here in a space of awareness. Also, mind you, the swords are a card, are a suit of air. We're in full moon and Libra territory. We're finding out what is working in the balance of who we are in our thought process, in our self-sabotage, in our ways of trying to control things, and the ways of which we've been hurt. Spirit says we're going to lay all of that to rest this month. We love that. We love that. I also feel as though the things that you are trying to detach from are not trying to detach from you. But that's not your problem. That is not your problem at all. Your responsibility, your availability to yourself is what's going to get you through this space. Mind you, to the far left, to my far right. To the far left, I have the Star card and the Three of Cups. This is really talking about your outreach for a community and wanting to expand and have more for yourself. You want better times. This isn't about indulgence. This is more so about celebrating. This is more so about like really emotionally getting through this with a community, for those who practice a coven, with like-minded people. And I think that is, if you spend too much time in environments that don't cater to your creative mind, your witchy mind, your spiritual mind, then what's being fed to you is going to be that stagnancy, non-goal oriented people, and then you're just going to feel stifled. You're going to feel stopped. You're going to feel like there's no progressive energy in your space, and they don't want that, especially with the Eight of Cups in reverse. They don't want you staying attached to the things that are trying to stay attached to you. Okay. Moving forward, over here on the side, it gives you the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So 10 might be also very prevalent for you at this time. All right. Again, there's a lot of swords and a lot of cups on here. The wands that are representing themselves are really talking about you being able to recognize these things and knock them out quickly. You being able to say, hey, the power is in me. It is in my gut feeling. I need to listen to who I am this month, not what my environment says I am, or not what people I've been in the past. These are things I'm cutting from the old lens. I'm taking my power back. I am choosing to remove things. Oh, mind you, Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands over here. Did not recognize that. My gosh. So 10 of Wands over here with the 10 of Pentacles, right? I said 10. Hello. I didn't recognize or correlate these two being here. There's so much, the energy of removal. I just saw the word remove. Remove. So chances are the things that you're doing right now for the full moon, or what you've done over the past couple of days for the full moon, your first week of April, about the energy of the full moon. whatever happens toward the end of this the end of this energy as we come into other full moons, especially the blue moon. I can't wait to see how this energy unfolds by the time of the blue moon magic, because we have 2 10 on the timer. We have 2 moons in May. I digress. So please recognize also, I'm going to read something that I think is very interesting. Some of y'all might find love during this time as well. You could be put in a place, especially with the Knight of Cups being here at the top of the reading. Some of y'all might be finding love or trying to be able to be in a space where you can recognize the love that you see, the pattern recognition of it all. Okay. Yeah, my ear started to itch. Somebody's gonna be talking to you, someone of nature that isn't someone that you know. There's gonna be somebody who looks like somebody you know, but it won't be the person that reminds you of that. And I think that is going to be a really good thing that you should be paying attention to when it comes to communication. Okay, I just saw 11:11 on the timer. But I hope this message finds you well. If anything resonates, please take it and run, because it's not about what you do, it's how you do it. It's not about the fear that has led you to this place. It's about you walking through in that fear, about recognizing that this is just the beginning, that this is just the beginning. That's right. I heard it again. 11:44 on the timer. I hope this message finds you well. I love you so much. Make sure to subscribe up here on the YouTube page, and make sure to find me on TikTok and come say hi. Come hit the lives. All right. I love you. Bye.